and couldn't wait at a bus stop, couldn't call an Uber, couldn't do any of those things. They had to get off the beaten path very quickly. They were being chased or whatever. Because that picture to me that's supposed to be him, right, with the cigarette in his hand, is actually 3 different feet, and they're all black. He had white trainers on. They're all wearing shoes. And to me, now that I look at it more and more, it looks like a curtain hung over the doorway of the Airbnb, and someone is like stood half behind the curtain, half out of it, because it's not going to be, he was only back there about 20 minutes. It's boiling fucking hot. He's off his nut. Like, who's going to go back and wrap themselves in a blanket? I don't understand it. It's either like a girl's sarong dress, or it is actually a curtain of some sort. It looks like men's work boots, yeah. It's a blanket from the property. But then I just don't see, like, he went back there at 6 o'clock. It takes 44 minutes to get there. So that's 6:44. That picture's taken just after 7, and then he flees. The other videos have isolated the voice way better than I ever could. Sure, it's more videos. Can you, Miss Baguette, could you come up the box and play the isolated clip? Because I don't have another phone that can access anything off TikTok. How's the same boots? Nearly done. Thank you, Blue Storm. I'm not sure about the GoFundMe. Looks what the looky wears with what? I've just heard it without music. £192 to go for GoFundMe. I need it to be sent to me so I can play it. Oh, someone's offering to send it me. Okay. Hey. Hi. Just under 500. Literally, someone has put 2. It's my video watching. Okay. Someone has put 2 lots of £600 in there, and I'm sure it's someone involved in the case to bump it up very quickly so they can withdraw the money. And that's how it kind of feels to me. That's how it feels. No one actually cares, man. I care. I care about missing people. It's all I really cover. Right. What's this one that's been sent to me? I have played the original.
Bro, stop that.
I want to go home.
Bro, stop that. Bro, take time.
Bro, stop that. I think it's someone Scottish in that clip. I can hear someone Scottish. He says. It sounds to me like it's a Scottish voice.
Bro, stop that.
Yeah, bro, stop that. Give me that bag. definitely Scottish, the male voice. I want to go home.
Bro, stop that. Bro, take time.
Get that. Yeah. So what I can hear is very different to kind of what I can see. So in the video of Jay, I can see somebody handing him something about this big, and he drops it onto the floor. He crouches down, he picks it up off the floor, and then and it's the guy who's got his arm around him in the beginning that hands it to him. So there is definitely something going on there. But I'm not sure that I saw him dropping something as well, Bunny, and you can see that voice to me isn't Jay, it's a Scottish voice. Like, yeah, you can send it to me on Insta if you've got anything to send to me. I don't know what Bizzle's got up. I can't look at videos on TikTok while I'm live, because if I download TikTok on my tablet, I'll just literally have no memory left. I wanted to say, someone just sent it to me as well, and I was going to say it anyway, because I already had the thing. Mark Williams-Thomas, who is one of the main investigators for Madeleine McCann, has offered Jay's family help today to come out and help with the case. This will be very, very interesting, okay? Because if nobody involved has anything to hide, you are going to accept this guy's help. This guy was massive in the Nicola Bulley case. He was massive in the Madeleine McCann case. He was one of the first UK police officers to ever be called out to the Madeleine scene. Now, obviously, he's not found Madeleine, whoever said that, smart ass. But he is a well-regarded officer in the UK, responsible for solving several different cases. He is known on TV as well. He's done quite a lot of programmes. Mark Williams-Thomas, he's called. And he is somebody who, like, he was the guy that went out within hours of Madeleine going missing. He flew over the whole of the area and he was like, what are you guys doing? Closed down the ports, put out her description. So the ports, the airports, you've done none of this, get this done now. But by the time he got there, it had already been 10 hours and she could have easily have left during those hours, because none of it, stop making me laugh at Madeleine jokes. Vic, I probably think if you're laughing at Madeleine jokes, then that's a bit of a worry. Who just sent me that? Let me just see what I'm getting coming through, because people are messaging me all at once and I've got who just messaged me that? Oh, okay, no, that's fine. It's not one. Upload to TikTok. The video you can hear loads of chat, and me and my mates are Scottish, so you can hear little bits from us. So were you there, Josh? Is Joshua in here who's messaging me? Were you there at the energy thing? There's nothing back. We didn't communicate with Joe's group and they went far away to hear anything played out loud. I took the video. You took the video. Do you want to, I don't know if you want to come up, Josh. You don't have to turn on the camera and just explain what you're saying to me, because that kind of debunks the whole video, that actually it couldn't be what it is. You're welcome to come up if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Liar. Okay. Well, I follows. Oh, he can still come up on voice. He can still come up on voice chat. I think it's just interesting because what he can say is actually a lot better. Do you want to just request the box on the guest thing, Josh, where you just press guest, where it's a pink and blue person? Because Josh was the actual person who's taken that video, and he has a completely different story to tell, so he obviously was there. So I think that's interesting to hear. So I'm going to choose to her. Hey, you okay?
Yeah, right. I'll explain the whole video, right? Because
yes,
it's like everybody's making it out to be so much more than it is, right?
Okay.
So the DJ had just changed at the time because it was 1 AM. So I just started recording just to be like just to record the drop and stuff like that. Obviously the video was quite long. And then I was scrolling through my videos from my holiday and just found this, out of nowhere,
Okay.
and it was like the other night I found it. So I posted the original video. It's my video. I have it on my phone. There's nothing more to this video. You can't hear anything anyone's saying. It's too loud. So obviously I'm Scottish. My pals are Scottish. There's people chatting wee bits, saying wee things. All right. So there's no. There's a bag. He's dropped a bag. He's picked it up. He dropped his t-shirt and he picked his t-shirt up. That's all he dropped. He's standing with people and he's obviously in a very terrible state. To me, it looked like he was on pills, all right, because obviously I've been going to these things for years, so I know what people look like when they're in a state. So he was just like all over the place, but he only happened to be in the video. I wasn't recording him, I was recording the whole crowd, and I just found the video of him in it. There's nothing more to this video apart from him just being in it coincidentally. Now you need to remember, at the time Jay wasn't missing when I recorded that video, alright, so now everyone is focusing on him because he was there. So everyone's like, oh, why was he recording him, all this, all that. No, you're looking for Jay because now he's missing, but at the time he wasn't. So I wasn't recording Jay. He just happened to be missing. He happened to be missing now, but he just happened to be in the video. There's nothing more to it. There's no chatter about bags. There's nothing about Lucy being there. There's nothing about drugs. Okay. None of that. There is absolutely nothing more to that video than the condition that he was in. That is the only thing I uploaded it for. To show it was 1 AM and it was to show that's the condition that he was in. That was the state he was in at 1 AM. So he could have been like that for another sort of 6-7 hours if he's started to take more stuff. Now, we don't know Jay. I'm 23. I don't know Jay. I've never seen the boy in my life. I'm Scottish. Couldn't stay further away from him. We don't know them. Yeah. None of my pals know them either. So everybody in that video you can see that's close to me is absolutely nothing to do with it. You've got the boy in the black t-shirt that's with him. He's the only one that's with Jay. No one else is. It is just the two of them. He puts his arm around them. He speaks to him. He handed Jay a bottle of water. That's the only other thing. And then Jay dropped his t-shirt. There's no things about drugs or bags or anything like that. It is totally blown out of proportion. It was just to show the condition he was in. That's all that video is.
Okay, so all the Scottish voices and everything, and all the voices in that clip are you and your friends?
Exactly. We're all Scottish. There was about 9 of us. Okay.
That's really helpful because obviously I've literally been sent that clip loads of times with people saying, this is what it says, this is what it says. I can't hear nothing.
Yeah, so many you can obviously hear people saying, oh, I want to go home or whatever. It's probably my pals turning around and go, right, it's time to go home because they're tired, or how are you getting back? I'm going to get a taxi back. You only hear us talking. There's about 9 of us, so you can imagine there's about 9 different conversations going on. So the individual.
Stop that.
What?
Yeah, the only thing I could hear at the beginning is stop that.
Aye, that's just my mates messing about. That's all that is.
Okay, cool. That's what
so it looks like obviously somebody pushes him as well. Now he has absolutely no control over his balance. He just falls backwards. That's it.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
I've got the video, like, because it was filmed off my actual camera, no app. I can see it clear as day. It's really good. Like I can see it. The only reason I uploaded it was to show the condition he was in at the time. That's all it was. When people are saying they've picked up bags, they've dropped bags, they've said this, people have pushed them, that is all blown out of proportion. The whole thing is, it's just a wee boy that's missing. Everybody's taking it way too far. You need to remember, it's just a wee boy that's missing. Now, there could be a total thing behind it, but people are just making loads of stuff up, and it's really annoying. That's why I turned the comments off my video, because it was absolutely wild.
Yeah. Did you see Lucy there that night?
No, I have no idea what she looks like, to be honest.
Right, okay.
And you need to remember, we're not looking for them people, do you know what I mean? My girlfriend and stuff like that was there, so it's my job to look after my friends, my girlfriend and myself. That's kind of where it stops. Although you want to look after, strangers and stuff like that, there was 150 other people in the same condition that Jay was in. It is normal. Yeah. It's the kind of places that you're going to find people like that. He's not the only one that was sort of all over the place. So I was looking after myself, my friends, my girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't looking for a wee guy that was off his face and the people that he was cutting about with. It's a shame, but you're not looking for him at the time. Like I said, he wasn't missing, but he is now.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for doing that, just because obviously I just want to be able to play the video with some context, because obviously we're just covering all aspects of the case. I do crime all the time. And obviously we want to find Jay. So when all these things come up, if we can nip them in the bud quite quickly, then it means that we can look at real things going on. That's
what I've said. A lot of people have been uploading stuff like videos with subtitles and stuff, and I've commented underneath, listen, this is actually a whole load of rubbish. No, I don't even remember seeing Jay at all. I wasn't looking for him or looking at him or anything like that. I was literally just going through my videos, looking at my holiday, And then I was sitting with my little sister and she went, is that him there? And then we zoomed in and I was like, well, it is. But that was literally the only one I've got because we moved about the whole night. We moved from area to area. You go from the bar to the other bar, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for coming up and saying that, just because it just makes it so much easier when it's the actual person who actually filmed the video saying how it was done.
No, exactly. So everything else you see and all the subtitles and everything else you hear, it's all a load of rubbish. I've got the cleanest video you can get. I can hear absolutely everything. You can only make out every sort of second word. You will make out maybe other people are taking drugs and stuff like that. So if you're going to hear bag, there's probably 90% of the people that were there were taking stuff. Or if you're going to hear taxi, you need to remember this is sort of 1 a.m. People are really tired. This is the fifth. So I was there for the Monday. That was my 5th day drinking and actually getting on it at the whole thing. So I was absolutely shattered as well, much like everybody else. So you need to remember this is everybody's 3rd, 4th, 5th day actually being at this event. So people were going home early and all that sort of stuff. It was from 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. That was ours. Nothing before, nothing after.
Okay, thank you. That just makes a lot more sense. Guys asking to play the video. I will play the video again in a second. We can do it now with the actual what's actually happened. And this Josh is the guy that actually filmed that video on his own cell phone. So obviously it makes more sense now with that. So it's not someone particularly watching Jay in the club or watching what Jay's doing. It wasn't someone beforehand trying to see what he's up to. It was just he got caught in the background of someone else filming at the event.
Right, that's exactly what it was. There's literally nothing else to it. And that as well, there was security on the door. You had to have a band or ID to get in. And we're checking bags and stuff like that. No one's going to get in with a big bag of drugs. I'll tell you that for a second.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks for doing that. And everyone give Josh a call if you want to. And yeah, thank you so much.
Not a bother.
Thank you. Oh, okay, so that clears up a massive part of it, but I have had someone just literally, I'm going to see if I can open it, Princess, because it's saying broken link. Let me see if it works. Who just said that? Yeah, Chloe, I was just trying to make sure that we could actually hear that and just I think a lot of people are expecting that when the GoFundMe reaches 30k, that Jay is just going to reappear, and I just don't think that is going to be the case. You know, that cannot happen. Let's be honest. The mirror I've just updated. The thing is, nobody can ever foresee which cases are going to go mad in the media. You can't pick which ones are going to go like Nicola Bulley did, like Jay is gone. You could have 12 people go missing on the same day, and I would never be able to tell you which one is going to grab the public consciousness. I couldn't do that. So if anyone had taken Jay for ransom, as soon as it reached a point where every single person in the world knew who Jay is, they would have to get rid of Jay, because it's not like they can ever just go back into the middle of nowhere and drop him off and go, here he is, where's our money? It's not like that. Just like with Madeleine McCann, as soon as they released the fact that she had coloboma in her eye that made her a very specific child who'd be easy to spot, Madeleine would be gone. That is the absolute truth of it. It can't go different than that, because, you know, how are they supposed to do a drop? How are they supposed to carry out this 6-foot young lad into the middle of anywhere or into the, you know, there's going to be police watching his mum, watching Lucy, watching the mountains. They're searching all the places around there. It's not like a movie where all of a sudden Jay's going to appear in the middle of Tenerife with a bomb strapped to him, and they're going to go, well, pass us over the money, or Jay's going to be exploded and all this. Some of the rumours being spread. I personally think that Jay obviously did go to that Airbnb that night. I don't think he went alone to that Airbnb. I honestly don't. I think that who's going to do a bank transfer though that's 100% traceable? You know what I mean? You can't do that. So everything like that is going to have a footprint. So they're not going to do that. I think, you know, I think Jay got back to that house. He was only there for less than an hour before he fled. So I think something happened in that house. And I've said from the very beginning, it's either something that has actually happened, which has made him run, or because of drugs, it's something he perceived to be a danger, i.e. paranoia. And he felt very quickly like somebody was out to get him, and he fled. I don't know for sure, because no one can know for sure. But if you look at what kind of is going on, you would think, why would Jay choose to go into the mountains rather than go to the bus stop, which you could see from the door of the B&B? Why would you... Yeah, observer done. Why would he not tend to stay on that path where you've got the cafe there, you've got the bus stop there, and a main road that leads back to where you go? Why would he instead choose to go out into the mountains where the cactus and stuff is and then start making calls? It makes no sense. Like, even in the most wrecked state, you're going to be like, right, I need to stay here on this path. So I literally just don't... Can I be a moderator? No, I've never met you before, here. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like he has tried to get off that road so he couldn't be found again. And I'm not saying that it's because something has definitely happened to him in the house, but he definitely thought something was going to happen because he's ran very quickly. Why didn't he ask for a lift back to town with the same people who had just taken him there? Why did he not use his last percentage of battery to phone an Uber or a taxi rather than phoning Lucy and Brad? It doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to say, fire crews find... So there's something that's happened at the Mirror that says, fire crews find increasingly strange element in search for missing teen. A fireman involved in this search for Jay Slater has told how it's increasingly strange that the missing teen hasn't yet been found in Tenerife. A major emergency service operation has been going on for 7 days now to try and locate the 19-year-old from Oswaldtwistle, Lancashire, and has not been heard from since Monday morning. So even they're saying, like, no matter how secluded that area is, Tenerife is a very small, like, island. And the fact that he's not been found, not a shoe, not nothing, it makes it very strange. I do believe that, you know, there was a possibility there was 2 phones involved. We also heard 4 days ago that a Spanish man had gone back to the area and found the mobile phone, but we've never heard from the police confirming that. We know Lucy had her phone up to 2 days ago. Why would they not take her phone and Brad's phone, being as they were the last ones to speak to him, so they could forensically examine what had happened? Nothing in this case makes any sense. A fireman called Ricardo from the Brigada Forestal said, it's very difficult to find people here because of the ravines and mountains. I've seen the case about the missing boy on the internet, but the days are now passing by and it's increasingly strange that he hasn't appeared or been found yet. The information we have is that Jay and his friends were going to a music festival, and afterwards the last sighting of him was around here. I don't know if he was walking, hiking, I just don't know. That's where I lost the thread. It's so strange. Normally he would have been found by now. It's over 30k now, so we'll see what happens. I don't even know if the GoFundMe are going to... it's not 30. Some of you say it's 30, some of you say it's not. We don't know where Lucy is. Has anyone... looked into the B&B. Can't book since 2022. It's been used by dealers. We see it happen all the time. It's right in the middle of nowhere. And there's that woman on TV who's always on This Morning, and she's got a holiday cottage, and she said she found out it was being rented constantly because it was rented out for large periods of time at once. And she was like, it was just easier for me because I didn't have to keep dealing with it. And it turned out there was massive cocaine operations being dealt from that house. It takes 7 days to take out the I don't believe that. I don't believe it's I don't believe it takes 7 days to get the GoFundMe money out. They're used in emergencies. Yeah, well, Miss Baguette says it's bank safe. So it's exactly £30,394. I honestly do not believe that GoFundMe is being used as a ransom. You going live is really helping. All hats off to you. I take it you're doing that from out in the mountains searching, Rob. That you're really helping. So just having a look at this. I think we need to know who's logged into Jay's Instagram, because I honestly do not think that his mum has access to it. Yeah, I did talk about the Mark Williams Thomas offering his help. I wonder what happened to that 30k, whether it'll be upped like it was last time or whether it will be just withdrawn. So I'm just going to do a quick poll. Is there anyone who actually believes that Jay is actually in hiding himself? So put a smiley face if you think Jay is hiding himself, like something's gone too far. He realises there's all this media attention and now he can't come back out. Like, cause some people are believing like he's logging into his social media, he's using a burner account, all of this. Is there anyone who actually does believe that? So most people don't. I don't personally think he is. I think he would have been, if anything, he would have like sobered up, had a come down, and then come back and been like, mate, I was just partying, I didn't know there's all this going on. So the Manchester Evening News say that search teams are now focusing on a remote hut in the middle of nowhere. It says, new helicopter footage has revealed search teams continuing their rescue mission to find missing teenager. On the 7th day of grueling searches, they're seeing drones, helicopters, fire crews and search dogs, and they are out at a remote, this place here. How did I just end up there? Let me just get it up. This kind of area in the middle of the mountains. I'll imagine my screen to actually, why does it just go to? How can I just bid for 4 days in Ibiza, but my mates knew I'd come back. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, everyone, we're just making guesses, aren't we? Because we don't know anything. There's something definitely off with this because, so police are looking inside blue barrels outside one of the small shacks. There have been no further confirmed sightings or leads in the search for Jay, who is said to have called his friend Lucy the morning he vanished. But still, still they're not coming forward to the press and to the people that need to know, like the public, about a timeline and saying, actually, he spoke to Brad at 8:31 on a video call. Like, this guy with 1% battery did a fucking lot with that phone. He literally made a lot of calls. He made a lot of messages, Snapchat pictures. He was at this party in an Airbnb and he never once asked for a phone charger. And he also decided that he was going to leave that place with no battery on his phone. And, Lucy says he said to her on the phone, I have 1% battery. I'm going to walk all the way back. It's going to take me 11 hours. So why at that point did he not go? So if there was no problems at that Airbnb, why did he not go back and go, mate, can I charge my phone for half an hour before I walk back? Why did he not wait till 10 o'clock? He had about an hour and 50 minutes to wait for a bus or an 11-hour walk. So that, to me, it makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense at all why he would choose to do that. I need to come off in a bit and do some more. Lucy walked down the stairs behind him. I definitely can't work out if that's Lucy in the white top with the crossover bit in the nightclub. I can't work out if that is Lucy or not. Does anyone know for sure that it is? Because if it is, then it's you know, she definitely lied about it is. Right. Okay. Okay. So, despite the fact, obviously, some people are ruling out the video, I'm still getting more information that the guy in the black top is Brandon Hodges. He's the same guy in the other photos with Jay. So Brad is Brandon. No. So Brad and Brandon are separate people. What? Separate. So who is this? Brad is, because he's only supposed to go out there with two friends, wasn't he? Lucy and Brad. So that's Brandon. Right, okay. And Brandon is the well-known drug dealer. Did you check the shaded areas? Did I go on the shaded areas? No, I didn't. What's gone on with my picture? Alright, Layla, I've accepted your message request and I've accepted yours, Gillian. So if you want to message me something, you can. I haven't got time to respond to all these messages, so I'm just letting you know now. I've got loads of things coming forward. Oh, stop. Why do people make those stupid notifications account? Can someone block it? Oh, thank you, observer. Okay, let's look. Let me have a look at that. So that's Brad and he looks completely different. So that is obviously Brandon in the photo. Okay. Okay. Brandon. So is Brandon his friend from home? No, because I was blocked. Georgia, you can't have been blocked because you're in the room. If Brandon was his friend from home, or did he meet him out there? You're the actual Brandon or not? You keep saying Brandon, but are you the actual Brandon we're talking about or not? Oh my God. He knew Lucy and Brad from previous raves. Hey, Katie. Go from it that he's going to appear anytime now. I just don't see that happening. I don't see that they're going to get 30k together and all of a sudden he's going to be released. So that's Brad. Yeah, Brad looks completely different. Let me have a look. Keep this between me and you. I can't speak on this too much. My phone is being tapped. He is below. Not dead. He is below. Please understand what I'm hinting at. They need to check below the last seen spot. And then they... Right. So this boy is black. This boy is Brad. No, not Brad. The basement. But how have the police not searched the basement of the house? And even if the boys, even if they have left him in some kind of basement or cave, and they've gone back to the UK, he's dead. Like, do you know what I mean? How long do people think he's going to survive with no water or no food? That's just, to me, just like the guy who's live about that right now. Like, I've got this message saying he's below, and I've reported it to the police. I mean, do you know what I mean? There's so many people just send out crazy messages. I'm okay, I have water. And I want to say as well, like the account on here that is pretending to be Jay's family member, like, is getting so many facts wrong in the case. There is no way they are Jay's family. Like the Finding Jay Slater account on here, because they're calling the woman running the Facebook page Jay's sister instead of Brad's mum. So like they're literally just making, like, they've got up to 68,000 followers now, all off the back of pretending to be Jay's family member. Right, Tammy, I've accepted you. Yeah, there's loads of people pretending. But I don't understand how Debbie's been removed as a beneficiary. Like, oh man. The man watching Jay and Lucy behind the man. I can't believe this. It's just too much, isn't it? This is going absolutely mental, this story. She hasn't. There are lots of caves there. She's back now on her beneficiary. Go find me at 30k. Keep messaging me. I don't know what message it was. No, I literally have had about 9,000 messages every day. I can't remember who sent me what. Yeah, something will happen now. Oh my God, drink water, please. The mouth noises, I can't. I'm actually just going, literally thinking to myself, I am actually just going to mute you because you're in knobhead. Let me have a look at this. So this guy here, right. So they're saying this guy is in the background of a lot of the clips of Jay and Lucy. Just watching Jay. I don't know if that's true or not. But he is about the same age as apparently one of the guys who went back with. There's Lucy again. The guy in the background again. We'll sort yourself out in a minute. There's the same guy behind Jay again, wearing a different outfit. Possibly a different day. And again there. Jay's got no top on over here. The guy's there again. Perhaps someone who remember this when looking at the next picture. I can't show that picture because he's got a cigarette in his hand again. I got him in trouble last time. The handcuffs, what, around just the wrist? You can't see its shape, you can just see arms. Thanks, Nell, for subscribing. That Pippa is a nutter, whoever that is. Apparently, the Pippa account has been traced back to Scotland, the IP address. We're definitely not being told everything. Yeah, she definitely wants followers, and she's bringing up pure madness, and she's all over the place as well. She actually said, what's that guy called that's been released from prison that's on here called Sam, the really good guy, he's over in Africa and that helping people out. That's got really bad hair there. Sam, what's he called? He makes Sam Walker. She actually posted this morning that Sam Walker has taken part in the kidnapping of Jay. That's what Pippa is saying. She actually said before that it was actually Ashley Kane who had taken him, and before that she said it might be something to do with him being related to Janice Battersby from Coronation Street. Why he's been taken. Ashley Kane is down in Land's End doing a walk for charity, and she thinks at some point during that day he just nipped out in a helicopter and decided just to take Jay, so he's got something new to bench press. She's literally not all there, and she's pretended very much to be part of she says she's Lucy's friend and Lucy's trusted of all this information, and then 2 minutes later she's calling Lucy a murderer, saying, Lucy, I told you 7 would become 6. And she just literally, I haven't even followed her to watch her stories because as soon as she started doing it, I thought, oh, hello, BU Clothing. That's my little sister. There's not really much coming in, Emily. There's literally, the search is being done at a little abandoned building today by police. Jay's dad's out in Tenerife now. Look at the video that missing Jay Slater has posted. I can't see it while I'm live on here. Someone go and tell me. I don't believe that post, the big one about the drugs and stuff. I saw his post this morning, which I'll show you, because I thought this woman made a lot of sense. And I actually believe what she said. I think she's onto something. You heard it was Les Battersby. I just got to find it. Is this it? Let me have a look. Okay. Anonymous, so I don't get hounded by family, friends of Jay's back in the UK. But I've affirmed below, only gone over things that I kept seeing over and over again. Him and Lucy are mates, have been for a while and went there together. All the people saying they met on holidays lies. He did unfortunately go to the house with the intention of stealing a Rolex. Rolex is not a code word for drugs. It's a watch. A bit that's not being mentioned and kept very quiet is the fact he went to the house with Brad. That's why it's being kept quiet or not mentioned. And you won't even tell close family or anything they've said doesn't affect anything to do with where Jay is. So I've just muted someone by accident. Can someone unmute T? I think it was her I muted because this picture went off and yeah, so she's saying that's why Brad is not being mentioned at all. It's because Brad was there. It does my head when it does this. I'm just going to keep it up how it is. That's why you won't hear it being mentioned. Can we just do this for a minute? Let me turn off the comments. Just for a second. Right. Yeah, he did unfortunately go to the house with the intention of stealing a Rolex watch. It's not a code word for drugs, it's a watch. A bit that's not being mentioned and kept very quiet is the fact he went to the house with Brad. That's why it's being kept quiet or not mentioned. They won't even tell close family or anything, but have said it doesn't affect anything to do with where Jay is. The police have his phone and it was handed in by a Spanish bloke. However, they can't charge it because the phone is literally smashed and bent to the point that even the charger point is battered and misshapen. Because of this, the police had his phone and are trying to access it. However long that takes is how they do it. They have, I have no idea. I need to make a small screen. Lucy's involved with drugs. Everyone around her knows it. It isn't a secret. However, this is for black Englishmen. She doesn't get paid 25k a month. That is lies. It's not a huge ring. They pay for her festival tickets, plane, hotel, etc. and give her a grand. Which makes sense with the guy in the background watching. If she buys some of them to sell herself, that's on her. She doesn't do that for them. The family do not have a TikTok account. It's fake and it's disgusting. This person is claiming to be family, the account we just spoke about. The family out there of Jay and Brad aren't in communication with Lucy anymore. It's a bit odd. They've read everything about her and they are concerned that Jay and Brad went with her. Debbie, Rach, Zach, the rest of the family don't know where he is. What they do know at the minute is that he's being fed and watered. They are worried, don't know who has him, what state he's in or anything extra. They haven't seen him and they haven't spoke to him. The white car is difficult to pinpoint because the same one all the time everywhere, because most rental cars are the same, but they do have eyes on one. The registration's already been passed around social media. It has nothing at all to do with anything that's happened previously. Either people need to stop saying that, and by that they mean the attack that Jay took part in with his 8 friends. So let me turn the comments back on. So let me just do a poll a second. How many people believe that statement? Because I actually believe quite a lot of that. I believe that a lot of that makes a lot more sense. And I'm not saying all of it, but I'm saying that makes a lot more sense that Brad went with him. It makes a lot more sense that that's why Brad's being left out of everything. It makes a lot of sense that Jay's family do think at the moment that he's alive and that someone's holding him and they're trying to kind of see what to do from here. Because ain't none of them been out on searches. None of them been looking. It's almost like they know there's no point going out there because he's being held somewhere. So I personally believe that person is getting very close to the truth. We know that earlier on, we heard that about 3 days ago that Jay's phone had been found, that a Spanish boy who had seen him earlier that night went back to the spot where his phone pinged and did find a mobile phone. That's not been brought out in any of the media or whatever, but that would be kept very quiet because that phone would be the only link the police have to solving this, so they're not going to talk about it. They don't want the kidnappers to know they have this phone and possible connections to Jay. To me, Jay's mum is being very badly targeted online, being called Karen Matthews and all sorts. I do believe that Jay's mum has some kind of information about something, and that's why she's there and she's waiting for the next step in trying to get her son back. But I do believe she's never gone there believing that Jay is just lost in the mountains, because you couldn't hold me back from searching. She's almost waiting very nervously for something to break, for something to come forward, and maybe getting some money together just in case they need it. She seems to think that something is coming. The police out there definitely have the ability to be corrupt. They've been offered help from the UK, and if you're 7 days into an investigation and you've still not found anything, you would involve any help that you could, because if you bring the British police to Tenerife, right, and they still can't find him, no one's going to be holding just you accountable, because they're going to be going, oh, you know, they couldn't find him either. You're only ever going to refuse that help if you don't want them coming to your area because of some of the things that they may find out, i.e. the police are being paid off by drug dealers, etc., etc. It happens everywhere. It's not just specific to this. If Brad was a Jay, why do you ring Bradley? So, Miss Blue Official, if me and you were both at a house party, right, and we leg it in different directions to get away from somewhere because something's gone wrong, I'm going to be phoning you, aren't I, on the run, going, where the fuck did you go? Where the fuck did you go? Like, I'm here. This is where I am. This is all I can see. You know, and then it would seem like Brad would phone maybe Lucy, and that's why Lucy has phoned Jay at 8:44 saying, where the fuck are you? Like, where are you? Like, where did you go? There's Little Marshmallow in here. Did I see Little Marshmallow come in? Why isn't Mum tired? I don't know, Steph. She said from the day that she got there that she wasn't going to go out to the mountains and she wasn't going to search. She said she was just too tired and she'd heard it was rocky terrain. And to me, that's awkward. But that would make sense if she knows he's not there, that she's like, I'm going to wait here. Because she said, I'm not leaving until I get my boy back. Oh, Little Marshmallow, I don't know how you're typing in here because everyone leaked the other day that I'm actually a little marshmallow. That me and you are the same person. Which it's really weird that you're actually in here typing and my hands are here. Do you think she'll find out the truth eventually? We're in a really awkward time now where I think it's gone so high profile. I'm not very clever then either. That it's got so high profile that it'd be very hard to send Jay back. If he's been kept somewhere, it's likely those people have just left him there and gone, because you ain't going to risk being caught for this. Like, it's too high profile. So will he be found tied up somewhere? Maybe he was being fed in the beginning, but ain't no one sitting next to him, like hoping they don't get found. And if you'd kidnapped someone, I don't know if Jay's alive. I think the first 22 are crucial. The first 72 are absolutely crucial. After that, his chances of survival go down drastically every single day. I think by the time we get to like day 10 and we're on day 7, he's definitely not alive. Most people that kidnap somebody kill that person within the first 24 hours. And the chances of that are like in the late 80s, that he would be dead within the first 24 hours. You know, it would have to be a very dumb criminal to believe that they could do some kind of quick exchange now for Jay for money. There's also, we've got to deal with the fact that he may very well have fallen off a cliff and gone straight into the water. This could very well be an accident, but it would still mean that he's not coming home. Lucy, I can't believe if they haven't taken, thank you Becky for subscribing, if they haven't taken Lucy and Brad's phones away from them and searched through them thoroughly, then there's something very strange going on here. Even if they didn't think they had anything to do with it, the fact that it was there was a phone call between those people, you would definitely have those phones. You would definitely be looking through their social media, their photos, like everything. You'd be trying to piece together all of their movements from the very second they got onto the island to the day where he went missing. You'd want to have the whole picture, because you would want to see who he spoke to, who Lucy spoke to, who Brad spoke to, who they've met, what's gone on. You would want to have all that information. And we know that Lucy was using her phone on social media well into him being missing. So why did they not have it? What's the oldest piece of true crime you know? What's the oldest piece of true crime? Hey everyone. Yeah, it is really sad. And I've literally, the only thing I can say over and over again, and I have said over and over again, is that without having a set in stone timeline of events of exactly what happened with Jay. I'll check my Insta and stuff in a minute, guys. I'll check who's in the box in a minute, guys. While we're talking on a certain pattern, I'm just trying to talk about this for a minute. While we have no proper set in stone timeline, we will not get anywhere until we know when was the last time someone spoke to Jay. When was the last time this happened, that happened? We will not get anywhere. And that's the unfortunate thing with this case. Could anyone send me an actual screenshot of the statement from Jay's mum on the GoFundMe, please? Why do people... Name Juan Carlos is the name used by MP, but I don't think it's his real name. Just see this for a second, guys. The man apparently owns 2 B&Bs, but look at the boots in the picture, and that says Tenerife happens to be fairly sea island, but describes whole Canaries also have to go. Juan Carlos is the guy that actually owned both B&Bs. Thanks, Soph. Nice, quick to the point. Actually what I was looking for. Rather than 19 messages just going, did you know there is one? Why would it not open up? What was that noise? Give me a second. He's good. No, I literally find it very concerning that they refuse the help of British police because they're obviously not getting anywhere. They've also said that it's a massive operation to undergo, that there's loads of things to do, so why would you not take all the help you could? We know that the UK is bound to have better kind of resources than a small island, that we would be able to help. And then you can can people stop repeating the same thing over and over again? I'm working as hard as I can, working with awful fucking equipment right now. And people saying it 6 times and then beginning to put it in capitals. I literally will just mute you because it's annoying. Hi everyone, this is Debbie J's mum. Thank you for all of your generosity and kindness during this difficult time. I wanted to confirm that this is the only GoFundMe fundraiser approved by our family. We have not yet withdrawn any funds and are currently covering the expenses such as a trip to Tenerife and accommodation ourselves. The fund will remain on hold with GoFundMe until we post a further update on this page. We're extremely worried and doing everything we can to find Jay. Please continue to share our fundraiser far and wise. Your support means the world to us, and we're grateful for any help we can get. See, that's kind of I don't know. It's kind of hard because one thing she's saying is like, we've reached the goal, thank you, and then she's like, please continue to support this fundraiser, continue to kind of share it with people, and it's like, well, you've reached 30k now, so why are we still sharing it? Like, we're no further in. We've got no even sight in us with Jay. We've got nothing coming in. So why are we still kind of doing it? Why are we still raising more money? If anything, there is thousands of people out there missing that could all do with help. So you've got your 30k now. So why not just stop and say, look, thank you for everything. Thank you for your generosity. Please don't. I've done a video for Dylan Duffy. So if anyone can go and actually repost it, he's missing from Oldham. And I've got a couple of other missing people to go up today. But there's so much on this case right now that we need to kind of... It's on 50k. What did I say yesterday? I said as soon as they've got 30k, they're going to put up to 50k. I said that. I knew that's what was going to happen. He's actually... Has it actually been confirmed? Yeah, Brad's mum's out there as well, whoever said that. I knew that was what was going to happen. I said yesterday, it started at 10. It was going to go up. It's not on 50k, so someone's made that up. But that will be what happens. Everyone's sending me the same thing. It's not. If you look at Lucy's picture, she is always wearing black boots for festivals, even abroad. I have seen her wearing black boots, actually, a lot of them. I don't understand more. Why is it no? Why can't I see the messages? It's not yet. What is someone saying? Yeah, so they haven't changed the target yet. But they're still pushing it, aren't they? They're still saying like, okay, keep sharing this. I don't know why people come in and lie. Someone came up yesterday and said his body had been found, actually. That's why I don't really let people in the box, because I can't be controlled for whatever people say. Do we have that now? Thank you for the 900 of you that sent me that screenshot. Thank you. Someone donated 600 quid twice. I don't know if it was the same name. So you don't have to pay any money to GoFundMe. You get the full money that you've actually got. But you do get the choice, when you so I actually donated to that GoFundMe. And when I did it, it said, did I want to pay £4 also to GoFundMe for the work they do? And I was like, hell to the no. New update on Facebook group, thank you. On the main one, please, Dawn. Francesca Farnworth. Who's Francesca Farnworth? And Akil Akbar, because they said they weren't even out there. Two separate names. Yeah, but you could just make up a name, can't you? Because I put mine in anonymous, but I could have put something else. Someone said they are assigned it from Moroccan gangsters, and someone assigned it from Madeleine McCann. So there's definitely... Why did I donate, Laura? Because it was on the first day the GoFundMe was ever up, when none of this kind of speculation was all around. And I had been live and I'd been talking about Jay, but I'd left my gifts on by accident. So when I came off, I had like £22 in gifts. So I just timed it by 4 and give £100 to the GoFundMe from my community. But I just put it as anonymous because I didn't want to get loads of hate from it. People going, oh, you know, you're only doing it because so people know you've done it and stuff. So I just put it as anonymous. 2 minutes ago. Can everyone stop believing everything they see on TikTok? The stories aren't true and people are just making it up. I honestly think it's disgusting. There are people going live with the caption finding Jay. If you're helping find Jay, then do it without using his name. The way to gain followers. He isn't just a pawn on your way for fame. This is somebody's son and friend, and there is people who are genuinely worried. From what I know, there hasn't been any updates, but I'm sure that as soon as there is, Rachel Louise Haag or someone else will update the group. More posters are being put around the island today. I will count myself out of that because I cover true crime and missing people all the time. I've not used Jay for fame in any way, and I've always had my gifts off, so I'm actually... not making anything. I could be covering another case right now with my gifts on, and I'm choosing not to do that. So there are a lot of people on here who are like musicians, who like do different things on here, and all of a sudden there's like 900 lives about Jay. I don't tend to do lives for anything else. I purely do it about missing people. You tell them, Queen. Slay! There was a post on that. I started to see this earlier. So someone's actually donated on the GoFundMe and says, unfortunately, I have to donate the minimum of £5 in order to leave a comment. However, this is important to highlight the concerns regarding the GoFundMe. My concerns stem from a feeling of dishonesty that appears to be involved in the whole process. These feelings are not baseless. They are a product of observation, inaccuracies and experience that's shared by many. Some of the key concerns regarding the GoFundMe are: there is no detailed plan of how the money will be used. The family said they did not need a GoFundMe and then later set up GoFundMe. If it's for accommodation and car hire, the family have already stated this has been gifted to them for them to stay there. The beneficiary, Jay's mum, keeps showing up and disappearing on the GoFundMe page. This has happened multiple times over the past few days, which is unusual and concerning. It is essential that all funds going toward Jay's Slater's GoFundMe are put on hold until further details are given. And I would agree with that, because I agree with that. Like, I've heard we've read the update already. I've had 3 different reasons for the GoFundMe so far. They give, the first day they said it's for food and accommodation. Then we found out they've been gifted that. And then they said it was for Jay, for when he came home, which is so fucking bizarre, because if Jay comes home today, honestly, he has just found somewhere. You need to take that 30k and donate it to Missing People UK. Donate it to the police for searches. Donate it to another family who are missing someone. Jay doesn't get to take that money and fucking go partying with it. Guaranteed that's not what it should be used for. It shouldn't be used for Jay in any fucking particular way if it's not to do with finding him. Like, no matter who the person is, and I've seen families have 100k raised. Thank you, Katie, for subscribing. They've had 100k raised, and then their loved one's been found deceased. And they've taken it and they've opened a foundation in their name. They've used it to help with other people, to buy search dogs, to support the missing people's charities, NECMEG, National Centre of Missing Children. You don't just go, oh, here you go, Jay, go and get yourself some Versace shorts and a DJ pass. So saying this money is for Jay, I'm not paying for fucking Jay. I'm not doing that. So honestly, if it comes to that, I'll withdraw my money. You can, up to 3 months afterwards, you can go to GoFundMe and say, look, that's not what I give my money for. At the end of the day, Jay is a lad. He's a young lad. He has got a not very good past, a violent past. So do I want to give him a head start in life? Not really, no. I can forgive him for all that while we're looking for him, Tom said too. But do I think that I want to literally be there, ready to give him 30 grand when he comes back? He could be anywhere right now. Thank you, Lightworker, for subscribing. Anyone who subscribed today, if you contact one of the mods, you'll get a link into the Discord. It just, that's just personally how I feel, like, honestly. And if if one of, you know, if it was my child, God forbid, I would do exactly the same thing. I'd pass that on to the next family that needed it. I did donate AJ. I donated when I thought it was being used, on the first day when I thought it was being used, so that his family could be there searching, so they could print posters, so they could hire a private investigator, and so they could find fucking Jay. And so far since then, I've heard they don't want to go out searching themselves because they're too tired. They think it'll be too treacherous. They haven't been out flyering. They haven't been out doing all of those stuff by being live and talking about it. With my gifts of Millie making fuck all money and actually just doing it for awareness for Jay's case. And if you don't want to be in it, you don't have to be, Millie. I promise you I won't miss you. Well, if he's not here and they use that money to bring his body back, which is quite expensive to do, then I completely get that. Do you know what I mean? Strange about his brother not going out. His brother is over there. His dad broke my heart yesterday. Like thank you for extending your subscription. I can see it. They call me Jojo. Thank you, Jojo. His dad being interviewed last night was devastating. I'll see if I can get the interview up again. It's only very brief, but his dad is just like, you can tell his dad's like flailing his arms around a bit, like he's literally just lost all kind of, sunflower, thank you. He's lost kind of all his control, just like he's devastated. I will check Instagram in a minute, guys. The brother broke down crying as well, yeah. They obviously hurting. So his brother and his dad were in that interview. I'm just waiting for it to start.
Eddie's keeping the family
his brother was very sad.
Wherever he is.
His brother broke down at the end.
With
He's got an advert on from it.
Just hoping that somebody has helped him off this mountain. That's all I want. Is that somebody has helped him get off this mountain. I just want him back. He's my son. You know?
If you can put into words what the last few days have been like.
So, nightmare. It's just been a nightmare. I just want him back.
I can only shut for a minute, Amy, because I'll get my account taken down. This is brother.
Come back. We don't know where he is.
I'm not allowed to stream.
Happened or anything. I don't know what's honestly. I just can't. I don't know what to say. I just want him to come back home safe. I just wish he'd come home.
Well, he is a kid. And at the end of it, right, we have to
It starts with
go back to basics, yeah, with the
an
time.
engineer
Go
on a mission
Really?
to install
Come on, Sky, give me a break.
thousands of Shell EV chargers.
We have to look at the fact that this is a 19-year-old kid missing. No matter what mistakes he's made before, he's still someone's kid. He's still someone's son. He's still someone's brother. And he's still some people's friends. At the end of the day, I get a feeling the one person who is upsetting this whole investigation and is not being particularly honest is Lucy. And I think Brad obviously knows more than what he's saying. And I think we don't know what Jay's mum knows, what she doesn't know. We don't know what she's been told. We know that even with Lucy, she's going to be thinking like, you may have somebody, some information that will find my child. So it's just a really awkward, awful time. Unfortunately, with all of these changing in the timeline and stuff, people have gone automatically to the fact of Jay being kidnapped, etc. Whereas if we'd just been given an absolute timeline from the beginning, there would be no reason for all these people coming out, these videos, these pictures, people questioning the drug activity. We'd be dealing off an absolute factual piece of information. So we don't have that still. He's in a cave because someone posted. What do you mean someone just posted him in a cave? We're just working here off of absolutely not even a plan, because we don't know where he is and we don't know what evidence there is of anything. Where are they saying he's in a cave? Unfortunately, there are loads of people right now on TikTok who are actually showing these screenshots of messages they say they've received tips, and it's actually just them doing things in order to kind of, Pippa is off her head. Pippa is making things up constantly. Pippa this morning said that Sam, what did I say his last name was? I forgot again. Sam off of TikTok, who's just been released from prison, had taken him. Yesterday she said Ashley Kane had taken him. The ex-football player, Sam Walker, she says today has killed him. Yesterday she said it was Ashley Kane, the football player who was on X on the Beach. There only has to be a few people who actually see those kind of updates and go, obviously you're just talking shit. She showed the go-kart yesterday with a piece of meat hanging in front of it and said, I told you 6 would become 7. She's not, she's literally just putting things on. We traced her IP. we're not even gonna lie. We traced her IP to Scotland. She's got nothing to do with this at all. She needs to get in trouble. She's posted pictures of him bleeding. She's posted pictures of someone in handcuffs. She's saying, oh, look, I've got all these pictures. She's saying she's Lucy 1 minute, then she's saying not. It's all very weird. I don't think she had a VPN on. Props for Fiona Harvey. What's sat there, baby reindeer in her? Sat there with like him. Same happened with Nicola Bulley case, because when we don't get any information out there and when it's all false information, then people start asking questions and people start making things up. That's unfortunately what happens. And we've said since the beginning, I asked 4 times to the official Facebook group if they could please just give me an up-to-date factual timeline so we could go from there. And every time they would delete my message. And that annoys me, because I think what we're trying to do is spread information to help find Jay. I explained even in the 3rd message, you know, I've got 140,000 followers. I'm doing lives about Jay. There's like 7,000 people in the room. So we can really spread the true kind of timeline, and it may jog someone's memory, and etc. And then they just kept deleting my message. So I was just like, well, hey, do you think the local lady needs looking into? She's last seen him alive. I don't believe her either, to be fair. The owners of the B&B and stuff out there, I mean, they knew he was missing. 4 days into the investigation, she comes out and goes, oh, he asked me about a bus stop. Why didn't you say that before then, you idiot? Don't make no sense. Right, guys, I got to get off because my little one's waiting to go to my mum's house. My daughter's off on her year 6 trip tomorrow, and I've got to go and pick up a sleeping bag and her waterproofs and stuff from my mum's house so we can get packed up. I'll message you back, Blue Storm, about that video, because I want to talk about that, because I'll tell you on there anyway, because I'm a little bit suspicious about some stuff. But I will be back on later. I'm not sure if I'm going to be covering Jay's case later. If there's nothing coming in, then I'll probably just move on to other cases for now, because there's loads of people missing and there's loads of things to talk about. So unless something breaks, we'll then I won't be coming on to just keep talking about it. Yeah, cool. I'll speak to you guys later. Thank you for coming in, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.